If you've kept up with the black side of YouTube since the mid-2010s, there's a chance that you've heard the name cjsocool. CJ, real name Cordero James Brady, has had a notable and sometimes controversial career on YouTube spanning over a decade. Through his time on YouTube, CJ has broadcasted his entire life to the internet, the ups and even the downs. These downs include a breakup with his ex-girlfriend Royalty, as well as some very serious allegations involving his stepkids. Based on recent events, which include CJ going on a non-stop social media tirade, I feel like it's only right to explain how we got to this point as best as I can, so let me know in the comments if I'm missing some important info. But before I get into everything, here's a brief backstory on cjsocool for those who don't know. Growing up in Gary, Indiana, CJ went through a lot of adversity as he was in a tough environment, being in a foster care system. With his dad passing away when he was very young and his mom being addicted to drugs, he felt like he had no choice but to be successful. After high school, CJ enlisted in the US Navy, where he would get kicked out after a year and a half. After the military, CJ moved to Las Vegas, working in a casino as a craps, blackjack, and poker dealer. Despite his rough beginnings, CJ's origin was not like your average small YouTuber looking to make it to the top. He was fortunate enough to have a brother who had already had an established audience by the name of Jinx. He and Jinx will upload reaction content when it was an insanely popular trend around 2014-2015, and Jinx would give CJ a shout out with an influx of subscribers flooding into support.
2015, my little brother Jinx, I don't know if you guys know him or not, he was the king of YouTube. He was doing reactions. It was something new. But little did we know that was copyright infringement, so it was gonna be a short-lived situation. I got in his video, and that video blew up. All the comments was about CJ. CJ is so cool, and CJ is this, CJ is that. And most of them were saying how cool I was. And that's literally, I formed my name right then and there. So when I first started, I'm not gonna lie, my brother boosted me up by putting me on the channel. So as soon as I posted my first video, everybody already knew me. I had 30,000 subscribers the first day. I didn't start like everyone else has to start from the bottom. My brother had a platform, he put me on it, and then I capitalized off of it.
CJ would continue uploading reactions, posting 15 videos a day, until drama surrounding him and his brother's content forced him to move in another direction, and it worked out.
Because I'm about to come at you guys way stronger, better content, no more reactions. I will be creating my own original content for you guys. So if you choose to leave, so be it. But if you choose to stay, just know that my channel is upgraded as up to date.
Unlike Jinx, CJ was able to make a successful switch to pranks, family content, and vlogs, gaining millions of subscribers in the process. This is a smart decision, as even though he would be uploading videos to a younger audience, CJ would keep these viewers watching for longer, which further increased his revenue to unforeseen amounts. He portrayed himself as a successful, self-made father figure, which resonated with his supporters. Here's a clip of CJ and his girlfriend of 3 years at the time, Royalty, introducing their family. They clarify that CJ is not the biological father of any of the children, but is happy to be a part of their lives. They also say that they don't plan on having any kids together in the future due to CJ already having a daughter from a previous relationship, and this is information that we'd find out later on.
I'm cjsocool.
I'm Royalty.
I'm Jalea. I'm Leonidas.
And this is Carnation. I am not the father of any of these I'm just Me and Royalty have only been together for 3 years, going on 3 years anyway. These are her children.
And I'm so glad to have CJ a part of our life because he is a wonderful man and wonderful father. So that answers most of your guys' questions. We don't plan on having any kids. So.
We already got enough, can't you see?
So family content became CJ's new content, showing everything that happens in his life and building a community of loyal viewers waiting for every upload. In the early days, to keep up with the trends, CJ uploaded various prank videos on Jinx, Royalty, and his kids, getting hundreds of thousands to millions of views. For the most part, these pranks were pretty much harmless in nature, but it didn't take long for CJ to find himself in controversy surrounding certain pranks. This was because of how outlandish each prank would be, on top of making his kids the center of these videos. The most infamous being a deleted video of him putting laxative in his kids' ice cream, which caused his channel to be temporarily suspended. After moving past that situation, CJ would upload as normal, uploading videos showcasing his luxurious life with his family, as other big family channels did. His channel, especially during his peak, was often criticized for flaunting his wealth and promoting materialism, but despite criticism, he remained unfazed and maintained a loyal fan base.
A lot of people that see me now, they don't see any of my past. So they call me a flexer and I do too much and I stunt too much, but they don't understand the upcoming. When someone comes from absolutely nothing, the bottom, and they get anything, they're gonna be ecstatic about that, and that's me.
It wasn't until 2016, about a year or so into him starting his YouTube journey, that CJ hit 1 million subscribers. As time passed, cjsocool became a household name in the YouTube community with over 9 million subscribers and has garnered over 2.6 billion channel views. But with fame and success comes every single problem in a book, starting with his turbulent and toxic relationship with royalty. At the time of us being introduced to cjsocool and royalty in 2015, they were about 3 years into their relationship like I mentioned earlier. From the start, his relationship with royalty along with their 3 children, Leonidas, Carnation, and Jalea, was a major part of CJ's brand. Like I mentioned earlier, CJ also has a daughter named Kamari from a previous relationship. After CJ had lost his job at the casino, he went clubbing frequently, and that's when he met royalty. And according to CJ, she had cheated on the father of her 3 children to get with him, which we'll find out later on was due to her being in an abusive relationship.
Out of nowhere, here comes Royalty Mom. She says, my daughter thinks you're handsome. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at Royalty Mom like I wanted her. So I turned and see Royalty looking like a little, skinny little model. I'm like, damn. So Royalty's really bogus cause she was in a relationship with the father of her 3 kids, snuck out to meet me at her mom's house.
While CJ was working on building his brand, royalty worked in the medical field, with her mother allowing CJ to live with them until he got back on his feet. This is often brought up later on by haters and royalty herself to diss CJ, but we'll get into why later on.
Royalty looked at me like an opportunity and she didn't know I didn't have anything. I had a nice suit on, I was in VIP, but those was my last $1,000. I consider myself lucky because if Royalty's mom didn't come into the picture, I would have been back in Gary.
Like all YouTube couples, a lot of people question the authenticity of CJ's relationship with royalty and accuse them of manufacturing drama for views, as the couple frequently quote-unquote broke up and reunited, with their drama often being played out publicly through videos and social media. Despite their online success, the couple faced several challenges. In 2017, royalty suffered a miscarriage, a tough loss that they shared with their audience. In April of 2020, CJ and royalty welcomed twins, Cordelia and Cordero Jr., further expanding their family. However, their relationship encountered turbulence in 2021, with rumors of a breakup circulating after royalty moved out with the kids, citing CJ's alleged toxic behavior and infidelity. In late April of 2021, CJ goes on IG saying that royalty left him, and this is confirmed days later in early May, when royalty is seen on IG Live moving her things out the house and exposes him for cheating.
I'm leaving clean, guys. I'm leaving clean. This man is going to do anything and everything he can to try to bash me. I don't want any of his things. I'm leaving with me and my children's clothes. I don't want anything. As you guys can see, everything is empty. I'm not gonna steal from you. I don't want anything from you. Me and my kids is leaving freely with the clothes off of our back. And he know exactly why it's over. He just doesn't know how to admit. He does not know how to not lie. Because that's all you're gonna do is just lie, 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 and lie. A woman can only be silent for so long. I can't be silent anymore. I have to have a voice for myself. I can't let money have a voice for me. I seen everything he did to me before. Y'all found out a week later what this has been doing to me. DMs, text messages, every thing. I seen it all. How are you gonna sit up and tell me that you love me in front of my face, but go behind closed doors and do all this other extra shit, nigga? Like, for real. It's done. It's done. It's done.
A few days later, the father of royalty's children, Jamie, pulls up to CJ's house to confront him for comments that he said about him in 2019, and CJ did not like this at all.
And matter of fact, you said some other too, talking about, oh, she left her baby daddy at the house when I took the kids. Woo-doo. That wasn't true either. I let the go because I was out here in the streets obligated doing my leading, training. What you talking about, you bitch ass name dropping, calling people you want to call phase and to fight people and all this other shit. Well, I'm out here right now. I'm out here right now in front of your house, saying this about me, saying that about me. Always got my name in your mouth and shit. I don't know. I think you really want to be me, bro. This is my 3rd time ringing the doorbell. I don't know what's going on. They're not answering. I don't know what's going on, you know? Someone just came here and delivered some pizza, actually. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what to do right now, bro. I need some counseling. She brought him over here while I was out of town before she left. Then she recorded him walking up to my house and ringing my doorbell. See, I don't know your baby daddy like that. He could have been coming up to shoot at me, bro. Like, you really brought another man to my house after all this you talked about this man. He a bum. I never talked to him. His dirty. Y'all need to watch this girl, man.
After this, CJ would act unbothered by his family leaving and explains that this whole thing was over for a while now.
What I'm gonna do, man? I don't care. Are you serious? Look at me. Tell the truth. Look at me. Forget the jury. Forget the fame. Look at me. Take a good look at me. You do realize what you're looking at, right? You're looking at God's creation. No woman can ever take what God already gave me. Royalty know what it really is. She know who I am. Royalty in love with me, y'all. This is for you guys that really don't know, because a lot of you saw everything via YouTube videos. Me and Royalty were just existing for a while. We weren't doing the things that we started out doing. We weren't having fun. It was no real love in the situation. I was great with the kids, and that's probably why she stood around for so long. But for the longest, she's always wanted to leave. It made me unhappy, so I did things that, yes, I cheated, or yes, I ended up in the blogs, but you're gonna do things and you're gonna look for ways to make yourself happy. That being said, I'm sorry, Royalty. I'm sorry to the family. I'm sorry, CJ and Day. I'm sorry to the fans.
So he says all this only to be crying on camera in another video, and I don't know if this is real or fake, but I'm leaning towards it being fake. Around this time, CJ would do very questionable things like recording a video of his dog's body the day that it passed away with him crying, and calling out YouTubers like Pretty Boy Fredo, DDG, and Funny Mike, saying that he's their father when it comes to content creation. Let me know if you want a video on all of cjsocool's conflicts with all these people. CJ and Royalty would get back together again months later, and CJ dropped a video explaining why.
No, it's not important that people think, oh man, you did Royalty wrong. Oh, she did you real wrong. She went to Funny my house. That's not important. What's important is we have kids, and they're more important than anything. Internet beef, drama, cheating, scandals, all that. That stuff is temporary, but kids are forever. So I felt like, I feel like right now people are distancing themselves from me because they feel like I made a bad decision. Get it back with Royalty.
This would be short-lived, as in August of 2022, Royalty and CJ was split up for good. CJ uploaded a video titled "The Real Reason Royalty Left Me," explaining why Royalty left and took the kids with her.
This time, I'm gonna be very different, and so I'm gonna just start this video off by saying, pray for us, guys. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else. I messed up as usual. I ain't saying I cheated. I'm saying I messed up, but I ain't cheated.
Royalty will upload a video of her own titled "Why I Left," explaining her side of everything, saying that she tolerated a lot from CJ over the years, calling him a liar and a chronic cheater, which is a big reason why she left in May.
So let's just rewind back to May 28th. May 28th is when everything went down. I went through CJ's phone, of course. He was cheating, talking to multiple women. You already know he's a chronic cheater. He's a chronic liar. He wasn't just talking to one girl. It was multiple girls, including the TikTok girl with the $300 and all that other stuff. Instead of thinking about your wrongdoings or your wrong choices, you go out and you choose to do more wrong that come knocking on my door 2 months later. It's like you have no remorse, no care, no respect. Basically, on May 28th, when we broke up, he went and he messed with Tata. 2 months later, July 12th, Tata DM'd me, telling me I need to inform you with something. So I'm like, okay. That's when basically Tata told me she was pregnant. She told CJ, and he didn't care. I'm just so tired of the repetitive disrespect, degrading. It's just a lot of things that I'm just tired of, and I just think that it's never gonna change. So
following their separation despite their personal differences, cjsocool and Royalty have continued to co-parent their twins and maintain their individual online presences. In January 2023, CJ was involved in a violent home invasion at his Las Vegas home and was shot multiple times. The event drew widespread sympathy from other creators and supporters, also fueled with speculation. Some doubted the story's authenticity, as he provided footage and evidence to prove them wrong. He survived and documented much of his recovery process on social media, and this event marked a serious tone shift in his content, including discussions around safety, trust, and personal reflection. Like I just mentioned, CJ and Royalty agreed to co-parent, but not without some issues when it came to things like dropping the kids off. In June 2023, during a drop-off, they will be involved in a heated confrontation, with CJ pulling out a gun on Royalty's quote-unquote entourage, which included her new boyfriend and some of her family/friends.
You don't know me, nigga. You don't know me. You don't know me. Get back on. Go on. Keep going. You don't know me, nigga. Bye. Bye. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know me.
I just had to pull a gun out in my children's pickup. I had to pull a gun out because their mother, Charlene, she didn't have her musty outfit on today. I gotta give it to her. She didn't have that dusty, musty, crusty, rusty, whatever you call that material outfit on. She didn't even have a scully on. But she had the audacity to bring 6 goons to my kid pickup. 6 goons? I keep my CCW on me, and I definitely keep that tool on me. And just like I told all them dudes that was there, I will blow you down. Stop testing me, Charlene.
Due to a lot of the controversy online, cjsocool and Royalty decided to let the courts determine how the custody of their twins will be handled. This custody battle concluded with CJ emerging as the victor around April of 2024.
I don't know why you're so happy that it's your turn. You get the kids every Thursday, so don't make it seem like I've lost my kids or anything like that, because that's not what the case is. Every Thursdays we do pickup and drop offs to either or parents. So basically it's your turn, and you're making it seem like you went to court and you beat me because you got your kids. It's just your turn. Still to this day, there's no proven evidence that I'm this drug addict person that can't contain their kids. And I just feel like you're just doing everything to try to beat me for the internet, to prove to the internet, oh, I beat Royalty in court, or because I did this or because I did that. And that will never happen. Like I said, I'm not a bad mom. I know how to take care of my kids. I'm not a new mom. I know exactly what I'm doing.
The court case battle is over. The winner is here. You're looking at it. Forget. Last year, I opened this court case against the twins' mom, and I only did so because she forced me to. I was told via video that if I wanted to see my kids, I knew what to do, which meant to get a lawyer up and go to court and do all that crazy stuff. And that's what I did. At first I was crying and pleading all online, making videos saying how I haven't been able to see my kids and how she made sure I missed their birthday, even though I spent thousands of dollars on their gifts, the cakes, everything that I did. She made sure I wasn't a part of their birthday when they turned 3. And you know, when Christmas came, I had to pay her to get the kids for that. And majority of the time she did let me see the kids. She chaperoned me.
Following this, things will calm down a bit until a very serious allegation emerged against cjsocool that will be the catalyst for everything that we see today. On October 11th, 2024, Royalty uploaded a video titled "This is a Heartbreaking Situation," where she reveals that her daughter Jalea was allegedly SA'd by CJ.
You know, it's a sad situation. Like I said, I didn't want it to be brought to the internet. And just know you can never judge a book by its cover. Predators don't have a certain type of appearance. You never know until you endured this type of situation. I didn't know this was happening to my child. Just know that I'm very proud of Jalea for her strength and her courage, for even saying anything.
These allegations came to light after cjsocool dissed a former friend and YouTuber CJ on 32s, saying that he made him. cjsocool helped CJ on 32s get his start on YouTube around 2017, and the two CJs always hung around each other. This comes after cjsocool apparently apologized to them for how they fell out and asked for some motivation, only for CJ on 32s to not respond.
Bringing up CJ on 32s, I don't care about that, man. I'm the one put that man on, man. So him dissing me for clout in the video does not affect me in any way. It just doesn't. Like, come on, man. I met you. You worked at a car shop. You were changing tires for a living. I put you on. I gave you the sauce. I promoted you. I shouted you out. I let you be in my circle.
CJ on 32s will respond to this diss, having a lot to say about cjsocool going broke and having to pawn his jewelry.
Jinx started the YouTube. Jinx put you on his platform, and Jinx is really the man. So Jinx made you. The things that made you get money was when you met Royalty and the kids. You might have started up everything, but without them kids, my boy, it's showing now. Do I gotta say it? Without them kids, my nigga, you wanna talk about putting on? Royalty and her kids put you on. You ain't do that shit by yourself. I did my shit by myself. This CJ on 32's channel. I ain't used no family, no kids, no none of that shit. I used my talent and I stuck with what I was doing. I always showed you love and respect. Even when you talk bad about me, I never disrespect you at all. But you a lame, you a goofy, bro, and you know that. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt until you go back the next day acting like, yo, apology, you belittled yourself. How the f you belittle yourself? I can't do nothing but laugh at you, bro. Your is stupid, man. Hey guys, this motherfucker say something else about me, I'ma go to the Ice Champ and get his jewelry that he pined. He don't got none of that jewelry no more. I'm finna start exposing this nigga, bro. If he don't leave me alone, I'm finna start exposing this nigga.
All I said was when I reached out to him and apologized to him and held accountability to him, his response was weak to me. Because his response was no response, literally. All I wanted was a little hype me up, you know what I'm saying? My friend to say, oh yeah, you definitely got this, bro. Come on, man, let's get it, bro. Finally, this is the talk I want to hear from you. I ain't get that from him. So I said that was weak.
So Royalty's video will go viral, with cjsocool wasting no time defending himself in a response video a day later.
What was this at in court? This would have literally been the time, since you already missed all your other opportunities, right? This would have been the time to bring up this lie. You're going against me. I'm trying to get my kids back in my life, and you think I did that. You're not making sense.
When these allegations started, it opened the floor for old clips to resurface of CJ doing questionable things in his YouTube videos involving the kids. Like when he wrote his name on his daughter Kamari's back. Like I said earlier, this all started with CJ on 32's being the messenger like he says, and laughs after exposing all these things.
Y'all need to get a life, bro. Y'all make up anything on social media and people take it and run with it. I never said nobody did nothing. Anyways, I just posted what was sent to me.
This situation would blow up so much that it would reach Jamie, the father of Royalty's children, with him questioning everything, saying that Royalty was just calling CJ the best dad, only to flip the script with some disturbing allegations. Here's a clip of her saying this before I get into Jamie's response.
CJ is a great father, and it just amazes me. What took me and swept me off my feet is he did the most stuff in one day for my kids that I've never seen their own father do.
Something's not adding up. I don't know what's going on. Last time I checked, she was saying he was the best daddy alive. Now all of a sudden, he's a child. What's going on? Can someone please let me know something? Can someone please inform me on something that I'm missing or something? I don't know. Either he's lying, she's lying, somebody's lying in that little whole industry. I don't know.
Sometime between October of 2024 and early 2025, the charges against cjsocool involving Jalea were dropped due to lack of evidence. In March of 2025, documents from the court case emerged online with some very graphic details too crazy for YouTube. Some people have also questioned the validity of these documents. On April 1st, 2025, Royalty will upload another video, this time with Jalea, where they talked about what happened.
Yeah, as you guys know, there was a statement that has got out to the internet. And everything that I said in that statement was true. I told my mom, my family, the detectives, the CPS people about everything that has happened to me, everything that was said. All that started when I was 10 years old. The CPS people came to the house, questioned me, and I did lie because I was scared and I was confused and I was threatened. I'm so glad that we finally got out the house because it was draining me. It was draining everyone.
On April 6th, some messages were leaked, allegedly exposing Royalty and Jalea for fabricating this entire situation in order to get CJ locked up. There are also people who are saying these texts are photoshopped or fake, but many others saw these messages on top of the case being dismissed as CJ being proven innocent. But we won't know for sure what exactly happened. But these texts will lead to the start of what was a social media tirade for cjsocool, with him finally responding to the allegations after the charges were dropped and these texts were leaked.
CJ, why do you think they made all this up?
I don't know why they made this up, honestly, but I could assume that they made this up in some type of pursuit of reaching success. When we broke up, a lot of things were being said, like by her and her kids. You can't do this without us. You won't do that without us. You're gonna be broke without us. And I was saying the same thing. It's retaliation at this point. And I believe that as time went on and they saw that we were still heading up, our trajectory was up. I'm not gonna say theirs was down, but they were like plateau. They were just staying whatever they was, right? And I was just going up. As we went through court, which took 14 months, she realized she wasn't winning anything. Like, she had the kids 100% until I took her to court. That's how I started the 50-50. So while we in court doing all this arguing over who gonna get what, why wasn't this brought up? And I'm gonna keep saying that because it makes sense. I don't know why they made this up, but the day after the judge said I don't owe them anything, they went to the police department and said this. How you gonna say that somebody did something when all they do is record everything? Even when I'm not recording, I have cameras in every room recording everything. Open the kid's side of the house, you're automatically on camera. If you go in Jalea room, Leon room, any of them rooms, it's obvious where you going, what you're doing, how long you was in there. All this is like recorded, so.
Royalty and her kids dropped the video basically telling CJ to stop talking about them.
We got a whole new family still speaking about us, bro. This right here is coming from all of us. Stop posting us! We don't bother nobody. We keep to ourselves. We just living life over here.
We don't post you. You don't post us.
CJ sees this video in response to all of them, roasting everyone but Leon. It's crazy how Royalty posted a video on IG with a text of CJ apparently apologizing for disrespecting her kids, only for him to disrespect them some more.
If we gonna stop talking about y'all, y'all gonna stop talking about us.
Why would this little girl say, and if we gonna stop talking about y'all, they gonna stop talking about us? I swear to God, stop.
It's like, stop.
Are you really hurt? Are you bothered? Is Kamari living in your head rent free? Is it your friends at school? Are you getting an unwanted amount of comments in your comment section flaming your ass?
Stop throwing those little...
The shady comments, the shady stuff.
Then, back to my man's Leon. And stop throwing those little... Here come Nation. The shady comments.
Bro, let the man speak. We haven't heard Leon talk in years. Ever since cjsocool disappeared, Leon's voice disappeared.
Yeah, so like if we just like leave it alone, like y'all should leave it alone. And like, this is gonna become a whole new family. Still speaking about us, bro.
And once again, nation talking about I got a whole new family, still speaking on them. As if they weren't the ones that after I posted I was innocent, still free, didn't get in trouble with the law, never did anything to this kid. They came out with another video sitting down crying about, he did touch me, y'all. He did do what he said he didn't do.
This right here is coming from all of us. Stop posting us!
And this is coming from all of us. Stop posting us, please. I already know what's coming next. They gonna probably say something like, we don't post you. First of all, you don't have anything. You don't have no ammo, no bullets, no material, no pictures, no videos, no proof, no evidence. You don't have anything to post. Every memory we've ever had belonged to me.
Like, we don't bother nobody. We keep to ourselves.
We don't bother nobody. We keep to ourselves. Okay, so how did y'all end up in the police department lying on my name after court ended? How? I think I had 3-4 relationships this year. I did move on from them. And somehow they keep dragging me back and dragging me a little bit further. And now I'm here. They're like, hey, we don't want to smoke, please.
In the same breath, CJ says he wants to save Leon from the environment that he's in, as he wants better for him. And it created a running joke spread on the internet that Leon needed to be rescued.
Hey, Fab, you right. Man, we used to get punished for disrespecting any adult. Right or wrong, royalty has to do better as a mother, and that's why we had to separate. He would allow Jalea to just do a lot of this, Nation to do a lot of this. Leon would just be like crying, like, why y'all keep yelling at my dad? That's how Leon would be. Me and Leon would go out, work out at the gym with Kevin, come home, take a run for 2 miles, like I explained earlier, then go boxing for 3 hours, then come run again, come home, take a shower, go to a restaurant and eat, come home, go to sleep, wake up, repeat. Royalty and the girls were so jealous that we was doing things without them, but I was trying to bond with Leon. I was trying to make him a better man. And hanging around the females every day, all day wasn't doing good. Like, they was just bashing him all the time, name calling him all the time. He getting into it with females every day, all day. And now look, it's the same thing happening right now, except he not getting into it with them. I'm getting into it with them. It sucks. They suck. They hate men. So that being said, I'm gonna keep on pressing her, and that is not gonna keep me from getting Leon in my life. I want you to guarantee this. Leon will be in my videos this year, 2025. Ain't no cap in my rap. I ain't never lied about nothing. Y'all know what's up.
CJ then posts old videos of the toxic environment where Royalty allegedly coached her kids to lie in order to make CJ look bad.
I said, Royalty, get your kid. You said, I'm not getting her. I don't. Right, whatever, just leave. I don't know if you guys heard it or not, but that video started off with me saying, Royalty, get your kids. What did she say? You a what? That's crazy, man. This is what I had to deal with on a daily. She acted like she had a lot of testosterone and not enough estrogen. And that's why things didn't work out. She just told me to do this and now she's quiet. That's crazy. I'm doing it. You're not doing nothing. What happened? What happened?
What you doing?
What happened?
Come on, punch me again.
Where did I punch you at?
Come on, you saw it, right, guys?
You saw it. Whoa, let me see you lie too. You saw me hit your mom? Tell the truth. Let me see you tell the truth and lie. Did I hit your mom?
Say yes.
Don't do that to my phone. Say yes, you're telling her what to say. Tell me to see. Why are we talking to y'all? Y'all are kids. Y'all are kids. Stay in the kids' place. Tell them to stay in the kids' place. You don't need them to talk for you.
Then CJ continues to roast him for being broke, then goes in on her daughter Carnation for always hating on him, and basically being starved based on how they shared a plate of food in her video earlier. He has issues with all of Royalty's kids for keeping the allegations going and trying to tarnish his name. This is a running joke in his trolling that he dedicates every meal to them, saying that he's saving food for them. Then he dropped a diss track to Royalty, and I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of trash, gang, but get the bag.
Everybody gotta eat. For me personally, you already know this. I like to eat all my food, but as of lately, I've been saving a little bit for Royalty and her kids since they've been sharing out of each other's plates. I don't think that's necessary, especially since I put them on. I made them who they are. So technically, every time they go outside, my brand goes outside. So this plate, I'm gonna be donating the last little pieces that I saved for that family. Royalty gang, I got y'all. Leon, you know what home is.
So cjsocool would do all this reaching out to Leon only for it to backfire with Leon siding with Royalty. I'm guessing he got tired of his family getting roasted constantly and he just had enough. CJ will respond to this, turning his attention to roasting Leon.
No, you just stop sneak dissing.
Oh, stop sneak dissing.
Yes.
Yeah, you lame. We heard it from Leon.
You a lame I'm
I just saw my son say I'm a lame. I'm a lame? You have a booty chin. Your dreads are all uneven, they're dry as hell, and you have a scully on, hiding your lining. You don't got no drip, but I'm the lame-o. You went from Hellcats and racks to $5 bills and ones. You should have been correct and told your mama she the lame one.
From your buddy.
You did just say I ain't your buddy. I could roast you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But it's cool because y'all ain't even eating, so I wouldn't even do that to you. I got you, Leon. Here's a banana for you, here's one for Nation. Share.
It will be right after this that cjsocool talks about royalty getting with CJ on 32s, and another famous scammer turned influencer Bandman Kevo, another former friend of CJsocool. Bandman Kevo would comment under this post saying that he wouldn't even touch royalty on his deathbed.
Yes, you do.
How do you know where's the proof?
As you guys can see, that video started off with royalty saying she don't talk to him. I was like, yes, you do. Then what did she say? Where's the proof? That's the worst thing anybody can say. She was cheating on me with CJ on 32s. He had already went to Funny Mike's house, and I don't know if she was messing around with Bandman Kevo or not, but she was telling me to present the proof.
Where's the proof you talking about? Exactly.
Then I was like, where's the proof you talking about? She was like, what proof? Exactly. What are we talking about then? Then she started talking about some, you want to see the Tata proof? You want to see the Tata proof? Tata was irrelevant then, just like she is now.
That's what I want to see. She crashed the
called her.
I don't care what Tata do because I don't even talk to Tata.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
And what happened? Grandma jumped in. They always used to tag team me. If it's not Jalea and Nation jumping in, then it's Grandma jumping in. I'm already going against royalty, and she's a demon on her own.
Because Grandma's smarter than royalty. That's why. Bitch, tell her these kids don't need to be here.
Look at royalty face. No, Jalea, stay right here. Stay right here. Y'all don't gotta leave. What do you want her to do? Keep yelling at her stepdad that took care of her that she really don't want to argue with? If all this stuff was true about he touched me, why wasn't it going on right now? I'm giving y'all real life videos. Any type of argument going down in your life and your relationship, you know, that's your chance to blast any tea you have. None of this ever happened. None of this was ever being said until when I won in court. And then when I won in court, they try to me, try to ruin me, try to end my career, and I ain't think I'm finna stop pressing them. You got me messed up.
CJ on 32s responded to this in the comments on YouTube, saying that royalty actually wanted him, but he turned her down to spare cjsocool's feelings. And he denied these same rumors in an interview last year as well.
Crossed him and was like messing with his baby mom.
Nah, bro. Look, when I met cjsocool, you gotta understand I met him with royalty. I was going to these people's house. She was cooking for me when she cooked for her and her kids. So they like family. She come to one of our clubs that we go to every weekend. It was her birthday. I gave her a bottle, took a picture with her, and went back to my section, bro.
So you didn't hit his baby mom?
Man, hell no,
okay,
bro.
CJ on 32s dropped a few videos recently in response to cjsocool, exposing him for poisoning his dogs for content and calls him C. Diddy.
I seen all the messages, guys. The thing with him is, bro, y'all know he loves drama, man. That's the only way he can make money. The kid era, that shit gone. He can keep paying for escorts, faking relationships. Like 36, bro, it's just time to kind of like just grow up. Stop making up shit, bro, because I don't wish shit bad for you. We just not cool, and that's okay with me. And I don't regret nothing that we did because we had a lot of good times, bro. And let's speak on that royalty thing. Like, y'all know, come on, guys. If I hear royalty, I'll come on here and say it. Was the opportunity pretty much presented to me? Yes, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, but I can't do it, bro. To be honest, she ain't my type. Y'all know my type, bro. Why you never tell nobody that you them dogs, bro? You on screen making up lies, man. Tell about them lies that you them dogs, bro. Leon is a witness to Bruno, the ugly K9. That got hurt. CJ took Bruno on the highway and kicked him out on the highway. This fed Rhino poison. So that's how Rhino didn't want to take care of the dog no more.
I'm telling you, I think he was depressed. He can see what's going on. He see everybody left, bro. Him. How is he gonna die, bro? Somebody must have came back here. I don't care how much I troll, bro. I don't deserve this, bro. I swear to God, bro.
cjsocool responded to CJ on 32s in another video, roasting him, saying he's a clown, saying that he made him, calling him a glorified valet, and that he scams people in the car giveaways that he does.
Even with my dogs, right? My dogs passing away. If I would have saw the future and saw that they would die at a young age like that, I would have never even got them dogs because that hurt me so bad, right? Big face, little teeth having that. I'm talking about Corey Jones, Mr. CJ on 32s, the guy that forgot about all his kids. Your oldest son car got shot up. You ain't do nothing but make a video at the damn tow yard talking about, y'all, my son got ops. All you do is go behind your homie's back and smash their girls. First of all, she's not good content. Neither is you. No one's gonna see this video. So no matter what you do, you try to climb the ladder and come back out of the crab barrel that you have somehow put yourself in, it's not gonna work. Bro, I didn't birth this man before I was even born. Everything he think he made up, I already made up. I already did on my own. Talking about I put him in the car. How you put me in the car well, bro? How you put me in the car when I'm from Gary, Indiana, you from Chicago? I've been swerving before I even knew who you was. Matter of fact, the first time I ever seen you, I swerved on you, bro. You ain't like me because you was too old, of course. You get in cars for a living talking about I'm talented. Y'all see me every day. I post videos getting up and getting in my car. Bro, you literally work for Uber. You damn near a valet assistant. You driving your cars and you moving them around, calling that talent. Going from this place, that place, and what are those places? Car dealerships. What are you talking about, bro? All you do is scam your fans. What little fans you do have. They literally giving you all their money that they work hard for. Some of them is scamming. You already know. Some of them is calling that bank saying, hey, I did not make this charge. Please give my money back. He's secretly selling the cars to his homies behind y'all back. They paying him $50K for the car. Y'all donating $100,000, $200,000, $300,000. He's stealing all of it and giving them the car. And then saying, yeah, they won. It's two ways you can do a giveaway. The way that cjsocool does it, the real way, or the way that CJ on 32s and them do it, the fake way, where they have multiple platforms doing multiple raffles at the same time, but only one person is in the other raffle. No matter what, them three people gonna win. It's a scam. They're not even giving y'all a chance. It's literally a scam. So he has no morals. He has no values. He has no assets. Everything he have, you just seen in that video, bro. You used to have money. You dumped it all in the jury's man hand, and now he done scammed you and made 30 times profit off you each time you bought anything. Your jewelry cost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. You spending $30,000 like a goofy. First of all your jewelry dingy as hell. It makes sense. You got the alarm system ringing. Your jewelry dirty and fake. You got it from a scam artist jewelry store. Come on, bro. You got your jewelry from a store where they took my jewelry back after I sold it to them, and then they offered it to you.
Overall, there are two opinions that I've seen relating to how cjsocool is behaving. You have one side that is entertained and thinks this crash out is warranted based on him trying to ruin CJ's reputation and put him in prison. You even have Jalea saying that CJ allegedly touched one of the twins, his daughter Cordelia, and it's getting wild, man.
Why is Daya and CJ still around if CJ touched you, regardless of co-parenting case?
When they were fighting for them in court, my mom and CJ, nobody won. That's what y'all think. I didn't tell my mom and my grandma until like after we heard that, Daya was getting touched on.
Then you have the side that wants him to let it go, saying that he's too old to be trolling kids online daily, especially those who helped him build his business, and that he's dragging the entire situation out to the max. I honestly think both sides have a point, but we all know CJ is going to continue this run for a while.
Chill out on the kids, dude. You keep talking about them. Thought you was over them. I was over them until I passed their little test, and then they came out with another video talking about he did do it. Even though they saying he innocent, he's still guilty. Why would I lay off them now? Who's the main ones in the videos talking crap about me and my daughter Kamari? The kids. How many videos have I said I'm not going at Leon, and I'm starting to think Jalea was just manipulated so hard that even she don't want to go along with the plan no more. I'm only going at Royalty, Jalea, Nation, and their grandma. And their grandma can really get more, but she lucky she only catching a little straight here and there.
Everything relating to cjsocool and this entire situation has tens of millions of views all over TikTok, and lots of people are invested. He's clearly using the situation to further grow his brand, mainly on Snapchat, with him having over 150 million story views in the last 7 days, and I'm sure it'll be more by the time you see this video. Hey man, get that bag, I guess. I don't think I've seen consistent trolling like this since 6ix9ine's run in 2018. Like, the man is even calling out DDG and Kai Cenat for not responding to his DMs. I mean, could you blame them?
I'm totally different. None of y'all could be me. And guess what? Even if you tried to be, you couldn't be. You can't even see me. I'm about to be the biggest person on the internet. I'm about to start streaming. Now what? I'm gonna have the most subscribers. I ain't never forgot none of y'all. I've been DMing you, Kai. Where you at? Why you ain't responding to me? DDG, you was my boy. We literally got a clip on Mr. Beast. Come on, bro. You could have named your whole video Mr. Beast. Instead, you titled it around me and made a thumbnail with me and you squashing our beat. But then when I text you and hit you up and say I'm in your city, you leave me on red?
But that's all I gotta say about this situation. It was a lot to unpack, and I hope you enjoyed this video. It's Fargo, and I'm out, man.